Army. The legendary return of Kim Taehyung. The airport turns into a runway, and the whole world trembles. Hello Army all over the world. Welcome back to BTS Fans, the channel that brings you not just news, but moments that stir the soul, touch the heart, and define history. What we are about to discuss today is not a simple celebrity sighting. It is the homecoming of a legend. A return so iconic that even days later, the world is still buzzing about it. The day the world held its breath. Imagine an early evening at the tail end of summer. The Korean sky glows in hues of gold and pink. The breeze carries the crisp whisper of autumn. Incheon International Airport, already famous as one of the busiest travel hubs in Asia, has transformed into something far beyond its usual self. Instead of business travelers and tourists, the arrival terminal has become a stage of love and longing. From the break of dawn, thousands of ARMY began gathering. Some came with homemade banners that read, "Welcome home Taehyung." Others waved their BTS light sticks high, their purple glow shimmering like stars. The sound of Taehyung's songs, Sweet Night, Singularity, and Love Me Again floats through the air, sung by groups of fans with trembling voices. And this crowd? It isn't just from Seoul. There are ARMY who have flown thousands of miles. We spoke with Aya, a 23-year-old fan from Tokyo. "I've been saving for 8 months. I didn't know if I could really see him, but I had to try. Just 1 second of seeing Taehyung means everything to me." Beside her is Mia, 19, from Los Angeles. "My parents thought I was crazy. I spent my summer job savings just for this flight. But when you love someone like Taehyung, you know it's worth it." For these fans, it's not just about seeing an idol. It's about seeing the person whose music held their hands in their darkest nights, whose smile gave them courage when life felt too heavy. The global press arrives. Meanwhile, international media flocks to the airport. Reporters from Korea, Japan, France, and the US set up their cameras. Major outlets like CNN, Vogue Korea, Elle Japan, and Billboard have all sent correspondents. They know, every public appearance of Kim Taehyung is global news. One journalist from France tweets live, "I have covered film festivals, red carpets, and royal weddings, but nothing compares to this. The energy is electric. This is history in motion." Another US reporter posts on Instagram, "Kim Taehyung's arrival is bigger than any Hollywood premiere I've ever covered. This is the power of BTS." Even before the flight lands, Taehyung's name trends worldwide. Hashtag Welcome Home Taehyung and hashtag the Incheon Airport climb the global Twitter charts. On TikTok, live streams show the swelling crowd, with millions of viewers tuning in worldwide. The arrival heard around the world. The airport display flashes, flight from Los Angeles landed. The air feels heavier. Thousands of fans collectively hold their breath. Some whisper prayers. Some press their hands over their hearts. There is a strange, almost magical silence just before the storm. And then, the arrival gate doors slide open. The sound that erupts is indescribable. It is a roar of joy, of relief, of love. Taehyung. We love you, echoes across the terminal. Camera flashes explode like fireworks. And there he is, Kim Taehyung. He moves with quiet grace, his steps unhurried. His aura. Impossible to put into words. This is what happens when a superstar doesn't just walk, he glides. The look that stopped time. Let's talk about his look, because it has already been dissected by the fashion world. A light gray knitted beanie covers part of his hair. A white mask hides half of his face, yet somehow makes him even more magnetic. His eyes, though soft, loving, yet piercing, steal the show. It's as if they speak, "I've missed you. I see you. Thank you for waiting." He wears a simple white tank top, layered with an unbuttoned pale beige shirt. The loose fabric flutters with the terminal's air currents, looking like something out of a cinematic scene. Around his neck, a thin gold chain catches the light, adding a touch of effortless elegance. White earphones rest in his ears, a reminder that music is never far from his world. This is the magic of Taehyung. He doesn't need a tuxedo or diamond-studded jewelry. His charisma alone shakes the planet. International headlines later read, Kim Taehyung didn't just arrive, he turned Incheon Airport into the world's runway. Tears, love, and the human side of a superstar. The scene grows more emotional. Fans cry openly, some sobbing into each other's shoulders. Others clutch their banners with shaking hands. Some can't even scream. They just stand still, eyes locked on the man who has meant so much to them. Despite being surrounded by bodyguards, Taehyung shows his human warmth. He bows deeply, waves gently, and, most importantly, he looks directly into the crowd. Fans describe his gaze as electric. It felt like he was looking right into my soul. Another fan says, I've struggled with depression for years. Taehyung's music saved me. When he looked my way, I felt like life was worth it. These are not just celebrity moments, these are moments of healing. The internet meltdown. Within minutes, the internet explodes. On Twitter, the hashtags dominate. On TikTok, fancams go viral. One video of him adjusting his mask garners 5 million views in an hour. On Instagram, fansite photos show the texture of his beanie, the shine of his necklace, even the curve of his hidden smile. Fashion editors comment, how does someone make a tank top look like haute couture? Taehyung is the answer. Celebrities post on their stories, welcoming him home. Even global brands repost his airport look with captions like, "The King is back." The speculation begins. Theories explode online. Fans and media alike begin to wonder. Why did Taehyung return now? Insiders hint he's preparing something major, perhaps an international collaboration, maybe an exclusive fashion campaign, or even a solo music comeback. A Korean entertainment columnist writes, Taehyung's aura tonight feels different. Like a man who has completed something extraordinary. Big things are coming. Some ARMY even theorize. What if this is all tied to a BTS reunion project? The timing feels too perfect. The glance that will live forever. And then comes the most cinematic moment of all. Taehyung reaches his car. Fans know this is their last chance to see him before he disappears behind tinted glass. The screams reach one final crescendo. He places one hand on the car door. And then, he turns back. For less than a second, he looks over his shoulder at the crowd. But in that single heartbeat, time stops. Hundreds of cameras capture that look. His eyes seem to say, I'll be back. Keep waiting for me. That look goes viral globally. One ARMY writes, Taehyung's last glance felt like a hug without words. Another says, this is why we love him. He's not just an idol. He's home. The legacy of his return. Taehyung's homecoming is more than an airport arrival. It is a celebration of love, loyalty, and the invisible thread that connects him to millions worldwide. Every step he took at Incheon was a promise. A promise that no matter how far he goes, his heart will always find its way back to ARMY. Thank you for watching BTS fans, the channel dedicated to preserving these precious moments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you'll never miss the next historic event. Until then, may Kim Taehyung's warmth and energy continue to inspire you, no matter where you are in the world.